Allegiance.
Let us pray. Most holy God, creator of heaven and earth, giver of all life, the source of our strength, it is you, O God, who graciously forgive us of our wrongs and heal and empower us to love one another. In this time of bewilderment over our loss of another child, 5-year-old Camden Johnson, we ask you for your healing his family. Give healing to his friends. Give healing to the city of Mobile. Oh God, only you know how many friends Camden would have won, or the leader he would have been, or those he would have given his love to. Bless us all to know that this place is not our eternal home. So bless us to embrace every child with the love as you love them. Bless our city with the healing upon those who have been hurt by the election. Heal their wounds spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Bless each elected official with your humble love for all people, including Mayor Sandy Stimpson, Councilman Fred Richardson, Councilwoman Bess Rich, Councilman Lavon Manzi, Councilwoman Gina Gregory, Councilman C.J. Small, Councilman Joel Daves, Councilman John Williams, that they reach out with love to the entire area to which they have been elected to serve. Bless our city to overcome every inkling of poverty and racism and violence. Break down the walls of cynicism so all of us be interrelated, all inclusive as a beloved community. Bless us with the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., in that nonviolence is a way of life for courageous people. It seeks to win friendship and understanding, resulting in redemption and reconciliation. Help us to trust in you, O God, for your wisdom and guidance by your Holy Spirit. For it is in your holy name we pray. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. President Gregory.
Here.
Vice President Richardson.
Here.
Councilmember Manzi.
Here.
Councilmember Small.
Here.
Councilmember Williams.
Here.
Councilmember Daves.
Here.
Councilmember Rich.
Here.
Let me say thank you to all the voters in the City of Mobile. Welcome back, my City Council. I'm happy to have all 7 of you back again. We don't have to change our agenda either.
Or the nameplates.
Congratulations, Mayor. Welcome back. And with that, statement of rules.
All right. Well, I want to say thank you to our city clerk and her staff, Mr. Rossler, for everything they did. If you don't know, our city clerk, Lisa Lambert, is the election official in the city of Mobile, and so she ran the election. And it took a very long time to get everything done. Lots of moving pieces and parts. So they did a terrific job. Thank you very much. I think we owe them a round of applause. I told her maybe a vacation, so they still may take me up on that one as well. But thank you, everyone, for everything that you did. It was a long night for you all. I certainly know that. But also congratulations to all of my colleagues and to the mayor. I was able to get by to everyone's victory parties last night to meet the family and the friends and celebrate. with their great campaign team. So great job, everyone. Somebody asked me, is this just business as usual now? And I said, well, actually, yes, you know. We've had our parties, we've finished the campaign, and now it's just onward and upward, and the best is still yet to come. So look forward to keeping this team in place and working hard these next 4 years. So thank you and congratulations to everyone. Council rules. Very simple. We ask everyone to please turn off all of your electronic devices. If you come to the podium to speak, you have 5 minutes. At the end of 4 minutes, you'll hear the buzzer. That's your indication that it's time to begin wrapping up your comments. Please give us your name and address for the record if you do come to the podium. And with that, I will turn it back over to Ms. Lambert.
Approval of minutes of August 15th.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Communications from the mayor.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Appreciate those that braved the morning to get here this morning. It's a rather thin crowd. I want to congratulate the City Councilor winners. Look forward to working with you. You know, by its very nature, elections are divisive, but I can say that at the stroke of midnight last night that myself and I know the City Council, we look forward to uniting to move the city forward. I happened to attend a function last night, and a local advertising guru gave me a sign, which I think is very appropriate to show this morning. And I would ask the City Council to please come down and let's have a picture made with it. Y'all come down here.
Why didn't he just stand right here? Sense. They're all gonna wanna come to it. Oh, no.
1, 2.
All right. 1, 2. See, it's on, but it's not going. Is it? Yeah, it is.
Thank y'all. So to continue on with just a couple of comments, I'll be leaving shortly, go to Mobile County Training School for dedication and a bell ringing. Look forward to being out there, but several other items. Really excited to announce that by working with DeMarcus Cousins, he has agreed to fund the premier basketball court in Figures Park. It will be the Rucker-style court. And that's really a huge deal, and we are tremendously grateful to DeMarcus and his team for investing in the city of Mobile. Based on our recent experience of what we've seen at Sage, of how that basketball court is being used, and especially, you know, that being fenced in where it is, and the Rucker style, this one will have lights and it'll have bleachers in it, and so just a great announcement to help us to continue on to improve our parks across the city. So thank you, DeMarcus, and your team for doing this. He's teaming with Nike to actually make it happen, so there'll be more details that will follow soon. Those riding down Water Street, they can start to see that the breaking out of concrete, where we're starting to do the handicap ramps to help access our sidewalks, be ADA compliant. That's really the first hard structuring that's going on in the renovation of Water Street. Probably be late November, early December before everything is complete, but at least now we can say that the project has begun. And anyway, lots of other items that were in the newsletter this week, but anyway, another great day. Look forward to serving the citizens of Mobile. For those that voted for me, I'm certainly grateful and appreciative of that. For those who did not, I look forward to earning your respect and your trust as we continue to unite the city of Mobile to be one Mobile. And as Councilor Gregory said, the best is yet to come. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mayor.
Monthly finance report.
Good morning.
Morning.
I will not burden you with a lot of financial reporting this morning, as you will be burdened enough beginning next Tuesday and until the budget is approved. I will tell you that it seems as though our sales tax decline has flattened somewhat. Last month, we actually had an increase as compared to last year. We're still under budget, and we are still under last year to date by 0.19%. Interestingly, the state, which we had looked upon with greed over the last few months, has flattened now. They are traveling 1.7% above last year. So it looks like we're all probably going to suffer about the same from our flattening of sales tax statewide. The total revenues for year to date are about $5.3 million under budget. Our departmental expenditures are $10.8 million under budget, so we're walking that fine line of being able to stay within budget and provide some surplus carryover for next year, as you will see in the submitted budget for 2018. We look forward to answering your questions over the next couple of weeks as they come to you. We've already received some, and we'll be replying to those one at a time as we receive those questions, trying to make sure that you are in possession of all the information that you need to make your decisions regarding the budget. I'd be happy to answer any questions here.
Any questions of Mr. Wesh? I guess we'll save those for next week, Paul.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Lambert.
Adoption of the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Appeals, we have requests for waiver of the noise ordinance on September 2nd on Bellsaw Avenue, August 26th on Colonial Court, August 24th at Dolphin and St. Francis Street.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Public hearings. Today is the public hearing to assent to the vacation of Service Road right-of-way at 4210 Halls Mill Road.
This is a public hearing. If there's anyone in the audience who would like to speak to this, please come to the podium. I seem to be speaking to just empty chairs for the most part. All right, the public hearing is closed.
Presentation of petitions and other communications to the council. We have none. Ordinance is held over. 64029, rezone property at 75, 79, 113, 123, and 129 West Drive, and 108, 110, 114, 120, and 124 Center Drive from R1 and R3 to R3.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Yes, I'll
Mrs.
be
Rich?
brief. This is the item that we had the public hearing last week. The residents in the nearby area are in agreement. There was voluntary restrictions attached to the plan unit development, which is part of the rezoning. And Center Drive will be completely surfaced and curbed and sidewalked and lit, as will West Drive, although there'll be no egress or ingress onto West Drive, which was a contention initially, and there is no egress or ingress. And again, I thank this developer. They are an out-of-town firm, but they work closely with the residents, and I think it made for mitigation of all the concerns that the residents had in seeing this change. And I thank them for that, and I thank the residents for involving themselves in this as well. And I appreciate the support from the council.
All right. Anyone else? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Resolutions held over. 21509, authorized contract with James B. Donahue for Sanger Theater cooling tower replacement.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
09512, transfer monies from general ledger account, police administration, non-contractual services to capital project equipment, police vehicles. No vehicles.
So moved.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
21514, authorized contract with Clark Gear Lathan and Associates for master services agreement optional permit review.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Ordinances being introduced for the first time, 88030.
By council rules, this ordinance will live for 1 week.
Consent resolutions being introduced for the first time, 58517 through 6520.
Motion for the suspension of the rules for immediate consideration of resolutions 58517 through 6520.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
58517, 518, and 519 are declaring weeds noxious, Group 1568, authorizing removal of weeds, Group 1565, and adding Davis Properties to the list of private contractors to abate properties declared public nuisances.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
6520, approve award of special bonus to Samuel Allen and Blake Duke as part of the Mayor's Incentive Program.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
CIP resolutions being introduced for the first time, 21521.
Motion for the suspension of the rules for immediate consideration of resolution 51521.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
21521, authorized contract with S. Baylor for Heroes Park site drainage and field conditions improvements.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Williams?
This is a continuation of the commitment that we made to that community when it became part of the city 7 years ago. And my message to that community is you weren't forgotten, you won't be forgotten, and we'll let bygones be bygones. But if we're doing things that you no longer want done, there'll be places that we can use these capital funds. So if at any time the agreement that we had changes, let us know, and we'll work with you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anyone else? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Resolutions being introduced for the first time, 09522 through 47527.
By council rules, these resolutions will live for 1 week.
All right.
Call for public hearings, 41528, call for public hearing to consider adoption of the proposed 2017-2018 budgets for the general fund, capital improvement, strategic plan, and the convention center scheduled September 5th.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right.
Announcements.
As you just heard, we will hold the public hearing on the budget on September 5th. That will also be the first read for the budget. It will automatically lay over until the next week, but it does not mean we have to vote that day. Chances are really good that we'll continue to lay it over probably until the 19th before we vote. But September 5th will be the public hearing. Also, of course, next week at 3 o'clock, we will have a Finance Committee meeting where the budget will be the primary focus. I will start today on my right with Mr. Williams.
Thank you very much, Madam President. First of all, congratulations to everyone on the council and to the mayor. It's a great confirmation that what we did in these last almost 4 years is what needed to be done, and it's what people wanted. It's 11 years ago, I made a decision to run for city council, and I did so with the dream that we would have a government that looks just like this one. It represents our city in every way. And I don't know that there's another city in the country that could make that claim. And so I'm proud to be with you, and I look forward to working with all of y'all the next 4 years. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Small?
Thank you, Madam President. It has been a great week in District 3. On last Thursday, the mayor and myself, went out to Major Park. The parents at the Major Park, Major Dolphins, they wanted to have a ribbon cutting celebration ceremony for the new fields. And we went out there on last Thursday, and we had a great time out there. Many of the football players and the parents was out there. We had drinks and cookies and snacks out there for the kids. It was a great celebration. I'd like to thank everyone who came out on last Thursday to help to cut the ribbon for that great event. And that's not the only thing that we're going to do at that park. We have more other things that we are planning to do at Major Park. You know, one reason that we had the ribbon cutting because the parents had requested that to happen. Even though we are doing a lot of work throughout District 3 at many of the parks in District 3. One of the parks that we're working at currently is Fry Park, and I'm very excited about that, and we have more work to do at Fry Park, but this is just the beginning. But we have more work to be done in District 3 in our parks. Also, on this past Sunday, we had I guess you want to say, the grand reopening of Ann Street. That has been my heart since I've been on council. I'd like to thank the mayor and also our president, President Gregory, for coming out on last Sunday. It was a great and hot event. I'd like to thank the citizens and all the participants who came out on last Sunday, but it was a great milestone. I got many comments about the look of South Ann Street, how the sidewalks and the mailbox are now matching, and you know, it's just so great to go down the street that has been raggedy for many years. Again, I'd like to thank this council and also the county commissioner, Masira Ludgood, you know, for investing into this portion of Ann Street. And indeed, the citizens of District 3 do deserve it. Also, I would like to congratulate my colleagues and also the mayor on their re-election. I'd like to thank you, District 3, for re-electing me. Well, we had done some great works in the past 4 to 5 years. I was appointed in 2012 and turned around and ran in 2013. We did many great milestones from Doyle Park to McGuire Shopping Center to Airbus on Ann Street. We done many great things, but the best is yet to come, District 3. I cannot wait to start working for the next 4 years because we got work to do. You know, someone said, make things better. No, we good, and we're gonna make things even greater than what it is today. Remember that District 3 is a place where things are happening. Thank you, Madam President.
All right, Mrs. Rich.
Thank you so much. I too would like to echo the sentiments of my colleagues in congratulating everybody, and I look forward to the next 4 years and working with everyone who's already in place. And it is an affirmation to come through an election cycle and to see that the residents support your voice on their behalf, and I thank them from the bottom of my heart for showing up at the polls and letting me know that they are listening, involved, and part of the system, and I continue that into the next term. So again, I really do thank them for that. At our prayer this morning, we heard about and everyone, there isn't anyone, I'm sure, in our city that doesn't know about that child and the grieving family and his loved ones and everyone who is touched by this, which is each and every one of us. I know that our State House was working on legislation, and I hope that this council will want to send a note to our senators, because I understand that the legislation made it out of the House but died in the Senate, where there would be background checks on religious facility schools. Nobody has a crystal ball, but again, we've witnessed this. This preschool happens to be in the district that I represent, and as public safety chair, I hope that this council will join me in that effort, and we can ask our legal counsel to draft a resolution that we all are part of on behalf of our community. And then if it's something that the State House can't do, I don't know what we can do as local legislators, but we looked at Uber and how they do background checks, So I know that it's a church facility, but I think that is something we really want to be part of. So again, I'm driven by that, and really hope that my colleagues will join me in this effort.
And I just saw Mrs. Rich's primary campaign cheerleader walk in the door. That is Dr. Lynn Rich,
Yes.
Bessa's husband.
Yes.
Hey, Lynn.
And as long as he's here, I will publicly state that he is the wind beneath my wings.
All right.
It's really the truth. Anybody who gets up at 5 a.m. to put in your signs, you can't do it without them.
That's true.
And
Thank
to
you.
everybody
Yeah.
who personally did come out and was close to the campaign itself, I thank them publicly as well. And just so grateful that they were there in order to work with the city clerk in the voting process. And I do know that our city clerk did a yeoman's job, and everyone who is in the office worked tirelessly over the last couple of months, if not a year, to pull the election together for our community, and I thank them as well.
All right, thank you. Mr. Richardson.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm blessed today to have among us a young college student, Dwayne Flott from Coastal Alabama Community College, that will be shadowing me for a time period. He's with us. Would you just stand and let him All right, glad to have you with us today. Looking forward to working with you. Okay, I want to start off with an announcement. My announcement is that I will be holding my Midtown community meeting on Thursday, August the 31st at the Ashland Place United Methodist Church. And we don't have nothing but good things on the agenda. I'm going to request and ask all of the citizens in the Midtown area, please meet me there on August the 31st, starting at 6 o'clock. Have a great meeting planned for you there. I want to make another special announcement that some people might take offense to. I want to announce that I am supporting of the city of Mobile having its own public school system, and I will be working in that regard. I want to make that known. And I want to take a second to talk about my rationale for that. Throughout this campaign, I've had a number of people to come to me about youth-related issues. As you know, the state of Alabama required children to report to the schools until age 16. They don't report to the city. We don't have no youth reporting to us. They report to the school. But the city, in the minds of many people, are being held accountable for the behavior of children that are not even assigned to us. But if we had our own school system, we would know who is present, who is absent, who is expelled. We would know everything about these children, and we could put a plan in place to stop the fallout that we're witnessing. All of this crime, all you have to do is look at who it is that committing these crimes. These kids not in school. They don't have no job. We don't know who they are. We only come in contact with these children when they break the law. We have community centers, but we don't require them to go there. We have libraries. We don't require the kids to go there. That's up to the parents to carry them out there. We have all sorts of places for the kids to go. They are not required to go. They don't report to us when they get there. But at the schools, they do report. I look at the schools immediately in Alpha, Vicinity, Saraland, Satsuma. Those schools are doing just fine. Go east of us, Baldwin County, those schools are doing just fine. We seem to be the only city of any size that have not done anything in this regard. I'm of the opinion the time has come for us to have our own school system, and I'll be working in that regard. I just want to get get that message out. I would like to let me congratulate all of the winners. I feel like I'm in the Valley of Champions, that any way I turn, I don't have nothing but champions. I just feel good about that. And I congratulate all of you for having won your seat back. And I would like to thank the citizens of District 1 for coming to the polls in a strong way and determining who it is that you would like to lead you for the next 4 years. And that's what is happening in all of our districts. Yesterday, the citizens spoke. They spoke regarding who they wanted to lead them. And we have to listen to them. If it's our time to speak, it's our time to listen. And I have a special message. And those of the electronic media, I want you to turn your cameras on. If you're in the print media, I want you to get your pens out. I have a special message for those people who voted against Fred Richardson. If you reign, I will spring. I will continue to represent every living soul in District 1, regardless of how you voted. That process is over. We're in the position now to serve. You selected me to serve, and I will serve everyone. And my motto is still the same: if you reign, I will spring. To everyone in District 1. And I want that message known to the citizens in District 1. I just have a couple of other things, and I'll be through with this. And I had some citizens who come to me talking, with the message that it's time for youth to serve. I'm 77 years old. I want to know why are you still on the council? Why won't you come down and let somebody else serve? Now, you have to win this seat. And it's not nobody abdicating their position, someone coming down. No, you need to come up, pay your qualifying fee like everybody else, run your race, and you can win. It doesn't matter about the age. If you're 21 years old, you can pay your qualifying fee, $125. I wouldn't care if 300 young people come down and pay that qualifying fee, and all of them go out there and run. But if you keep losing, there's a reason why you're not losing. The Bible already told us that I give you old men for wisdom and I give you young men for strength. The people evidently believe that you don't have the wisdom necessary to hold the job down. It's just like in the military. Have you heard them calling up old people to go fight? Because they can't carry the weapon. They have young men, they have big guns. They have young men. You know what the old people are doing? Directing the war. The generals are old. They directing the war because they have wisdom. The young men, they in the battlefield. Go to the air. This Fred Richardson time. Didn't I say up front that somebody might take issue with this? Okay.
You got the amen corner back here, Fred.
All right.
Go
okay.
on.
Okay. You go to the airport. You go find me a 21-year-old pilot. Nobody getting on that airplane. They want somebody that can maneuver that plane through a storm. Somebody who's been up there before. They know how to maneuver these skies. That's what they put in the airplane. It's a reason why people selected people with age. And I want to get this record clear. When I was 21 years old, I didn't have the right to vote. I was late starting because the system was against me. I barely could come in City Hall, let alone represent someone in City Hall. And when I got in, I had to hit colored bathroom, colored water fountains when I was a young man. I started late because the system wouldn't let me start. I'm going to end late. If I had started early, I would end early. I started late, and I'm going to end late. People today can start early so you can stop early. I didn't have that luxury to start early. I started late because the system wouldn't let me start any other time. Appreciate the people in District 1 giving me a strong send-off. And they know what my motto is. If you're weak in your district, you're weak downtown. They didn't want me to come down here as no weakling. They sent me down here with strength so I would be strong downtown, and I want my fellow council members to know, don't expect Fred Richardson to be weak down here. I'm strong in my district, and I will be strong down here. So I just appreciate all of the citizens coming out in a mighty way, supporting me. I will not let you down. Thank you, Madam President.
All righty. Mr. Daves.
Thank you, Madam President. I also would like to add my congratulations to the mayor and the other council members who had contested races this year on their victories. All elections are referendums on the issue of whether the incumbent political leadership has adequately and faithfully served the interests of their constituents. This election was no different. The municipal election yesterday returned the mayor and all opposed council members to office with overwhelming margins. I believe this must be taken as an endorsement by the electorate of the progress in the city of Mobile over the last 4 years. And I think it's important to just take a second and review the significant elements of that progress. First, improving the city's financial position through general fund discipline, which has allowed the reserve to be restored, our debt to be reduced, and long-delayed infrastructure maintenance to proceed. Second, infrastructure improvements, including resurfacing streets, repairing and installing sidewalks, repairing and improving parks and recreation centers, and addressing long-deferred drainage issues. These have occurred in every single corner of every district of the city. The people can see it happening. Finally, and equally as important, exhibiting an ability to work among ourselves, mayor and council, to address the needs of the citizens without squabbling and bickering. We may disagree, but we reach consensus on a path forward. These elements have given the electorate confidence in their elected officials. The residents of District 5, to the residents of District 5, I would like to say it is my great honor and privilege to serve you, to serve all of the residents of District 5, whether they voted for me yesterday or not. I look forward to working with my colleagues and the mayor over the next 4 years to continue to move this great city forward for all of our citizens. Thank you, Madam President.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Daves and Mr. Manzi.
Yes, Madam President. I want to start by also issuing my congratulations to my colleagues and to Mayor Stimpson on a successful day on yesterday. I've been in public service now 10 years. I'll be 35 in December. So I had the privilege of starting early and gaining some experience, and have gone through 2 prior elections and have always had to go through a general and then a runoff, kind of earn it the hard way. So to have yesterday off, in one sense, was a great honor, and I'm appreciative of the citizens of District 2 for their continued trust, for their continued support. But I didn't take the day off. I did visit our precincts. We had poll greeters at all 7 of our polling stations, just making certain that the citizens of the district knew that we were appreciative of this opportunity, did not take it for granted, and won't take the next 48 months of service for granted. Look forward to working with all of you to make the city an even stronger city in an even stronger position. Again, congratulations to each and every one of you. Look forward to working with you. I think we have a team here that I would put up against any municipal government in the United States of America. We don't always agree, which is the beauty of our democracy. We have divergence of opinion, divergence of occupation, divergence of backgrounds, but we all come together to represent, to the best of our abilities, the citizens here in the city of Mobile. And so I think the city's future is bright. I know District 2's future is bright, and I look forward to serving the great citizens of District 2 for 4 more years and working side by side with my colleagues here and also with the administration, with Mayor Stimpson, to take this city to even higher heights. So again, I want to make certain I say thank you to the residents of District 2. You know, I'm not going to try to copy Councilman Richardson's "When you ring, I spring." I love that. But that's really my sentiment. If I can be of any assistance, I'm here. I think the community knows that, and we look forward to moving down progressively, making all areas of District 2 and all communities of District 2 stronger. So congratulations to all of you, and let's keep up the good work.
Madam President,
Mr. Small?
I have a question for Reverend Manzi. He stated that he started early, so does that mean he's gonna finish early?
No, sir. I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. Remember this face.
He kind of stepped right into that one, didn't he? All right. Well, thank you. And I, too, want to thank the citizens of District 7. A former mayor who I knew a long time ago used to say, there are two ways to run a campaign. One is run scared. The other is run unopposed. If you are campaigning, you are running scared. You always run scared. You always should be thinking that you're at least 10 points behind, no matter what the polls say. But the best way to run is unopposed. Mr. Manzi, you agree with that? I really appreciate and I'm truly honored by the support that I have received from the District 7 residents and truly citywide. I mean, it really does, it makes me feel really, really good, but it's truly an honor to be able to go back to serve another term without having to face the opposition and, like my colleagues had to do, go out and walk door to door in the heat and put the signs out and everything that's involved in a campaign. So I'm truly appreciative of the support that I've received in my district. As my colleagues have said, I think this team here is truly what has made us successful. We've got infrastructure improvements going on throughout the city. We work well together. There are no flare-ups. We don't always agree on everything, but we agree to disagree, and we are respectful of one another. And working with the mayor and his administration, it's just has shown the city that we are good, that we are moving forward, and that we are very positive in what we do. So a great team assembled. I just look forward to working again with everyone. And thank you again to District 7 and to the City of Mobile. Thank you to everyone who turned out to vote. It was a good turnout and great work again by our city staff. So unless there are other comments or other announcements, we are now adjourned. Thank you so much. That means we can all leave.
Get the light fixed.